When you're using a local host or separate staging area to update or customize a WordPress site, and then transferring those changes to a live version, usually this is done without any problems. Well, I'm here to throw a wrench into the works. What if between the time that you cloned or copied the live site to the local host or staging site, you or the owner of the site wrote up a popular post, added some images or whatever, and now the live site's new post has 15 or 20 new comments as well as that new post? Well, if you just add your database and files from your local host, after you've made all the tweaks and customizations and whatnot, and you just add those files from your local host to your live site, you're basically going to be deleting those newly added comments and that new post that was so popular. And that's not a good thing. Now, there are various and mostly complicated ways to merge the two sites, but in this little set of videos, I wanted to show you an easy way that's going to work most every single time. Now, before we get started on this merge, be sure and do a full backup of your live site, both the files and your database. Okay, that's step one, and that's backing up your live site. Step two, and I'm going to go through each of these in an individual video just to make sure we cover all the bases, but step two is to do an export of your live site. Step three is to import what you just exported in step two into your local host or staging site. Step four is to do a backup of the newly adjusted local host files now that they have that popular post and the images and whatnot that were in that post and all the comments. We're going to do a backup of that. In step five, we're going to delete and replace your live site files and database files with those from your local host or staging site that you just created in the previous step, step four. And then step six, we're going to fix things, because inevitably things are going to break in this process. So in the next few videos, we're going to go through each one of these steps individually. And by the end of this, we will have successfully merged our local host version of our WordPress site with our live site. And I wanted to go ahead and show you the two. Right now, this is the local host version of our live site. This is the live site here. And to demonstrate the changes on the local host, to kind of demonstrate some of the customizations or the changes, just to show that this is different now than it originally was whenever we downloaded it from the live site, I've added this post here and this image. And this is being titled as Site B. The local host is being titled as Site B. And the live site, this is to replicate that new post with an image and 3 comments. So whenever we're done with the merge, we should have on the live site this new post, this image, these comments, and by the way, one of these comments has an image in there as well, and the changes that we made on the local host. That would be this post here and the image. Now, I've already done a backup of the live site, and that is in on my desktop and backups, and I put that in a folder from Merge Live, and that's the database and the actual files from the cPanel file manager that have been zipped up and downloaded here. So that's the backup from the live. And that's going to bring us to the end of this video, being step one basically. And I'll see you in the next video where we do an export of our live site files.